All right, guys, it's Shalon with the Paradox Gaming Network, and here we are, baby. It is the day before a fresh start server. I said I would put together a list of do's and don'ts, try to that last minute get you ready for fresh start, so here we go. Just going to be doing do's and don'ts of the fresh start server. This is just hodgepodge advice. Listen to it all, might spark something in your mind. First and foremost, let's talk about frustration. Be ready for queues. There's going to probably end up being queues, man. We have heard tons and tons of people are coming back for one last ride. So just accept the fact there's going to be queues. Now, some of you are going to say, well, how do I get around queues? Do I jump out of queue, try to log back in? Best thing I can say is as soon as Patron becomes available, buy it on the store. If you have your credits, if you've bought credits, or if you're just going to do the first month sub, Patron will put you in front of all the non-patrons, but it'll put you in line accordingly behind all the other patrons. So if you want to get in there right away, get your Patron. That's what I'm going to do. Be ready for a crash on that prologue. Through some testing on the public test server, I'm experiencing like 50 to 90% crash rates trying to come out of that prologue. Do I think it's good? No, but I think if you know it's going to happen, you're not going to, bang your keyboard off the desk. Just be ready for it. Don't go AFK. There may not be an AFK timer right away, but there will be an AFK timer if queues develop. That is something they can turn on and off. So don't go AFK for long periods of time. I want to talk about land, the do's and don'ts of land. Do find your home before the landlock period ends. You have 48 hours to figure out where you want to live. Most of us already know. If you've been visiting my Twitch at night, I probably get asked 5 to 6 times per show, where should I get land? And I go over that every time. If you don't know where you need land, check out my Twitch recaps or just jump into Twitch with me and I'll try to tell you where land is. Know that cottages are 15 Gilda stars. They are confirmed 15 Gilda stars. Thatched farmhouses are confirmed 300. I don't think a thatched farmhouse is the way to go anymore. I think the way to go is cottages. I think you can upgrade a cottage to the upgraded 16 by 16 with the 2 seabeds for cheaper than you'll be able to even build an initial thatched. And I'd rather have those seabeds. So that's what Jalan would do. That's my do this. Do push to level 50 to get your farm. You're going to want to get your farm while we still have those free no cargo needed packs. The NPC is going to hand you a dummy pack to run. So do definitely try to blitz to 50 in the first 48 hours. Get your farm. Do gather those trade pack mats. I have those on the next slide. We'll talk about those. And do farm mats to convert your 8x8 to a 16 if you can. I'm not sure if the labor pool is going to stretch enough to allow that, but I certainly think it's worth a try. Don't forget the landlock end time. It is really important to make sure you know where to be at the end of that 48 hours. You don't want to be rushing. You want to be standing there ready to go. Also on that, don't have your computer time set for anything other than the real world time. If your computer time is set back a couple of minutes, and I don't know why you'd want to do this, but your system won't register that the landlock is over. Don't set your computer time ahead either. It's not going to let you place land early. Just don't try to do any funny glitches with your clock. And don't forget you can only have 2 unbuilt properties. I saw this last land rush. People would drop down a farm, they drop down another farm, and then they teleport somewhere, and they try to drop down a third piece of property, and I don't understand, it's broken. If you drop down a farm, and you drop down a second farm, you have to build one of them out. My personal advice, if you're trying to put a farm down in a peaceful, your faction controlled zone, have a lumber pack on your back. Drop the first farm, drop the second farm so you at least get 2 pieces touching, build out the first farm, then you can drop a cottage as a placeholder. If you have enough lumber, go build another lumber pack, build out that second farm, you can drop another cottage. You could literally drop down a nice grid of property. Now I know what some people are going to say, Jalan, is it feasible that I can have a gazebo ready to go? Totally possible, but that's beyond the scope of Archeage 101. If you're ready and you think you know how to blitz to a gazebo, go for it, man. Do it. All right, guys, here's what you're going to need if you want to turn your garden into a 16 by 16 farm. You're going to need 100 lumber and 100 iron ingots to make the first 2 items. You're going to need 25 cloth and 25 leather to make that 3rd item. You're going to need 50 stone bricks to make the last item. Now, with the change to mining, the 50 stone bricks isn't going to be a problem. You're going to have more than enough stone because every node gives stone now. It's going to be the iron that's actually the slowdown point. For those trade packs, the prices are higher than on legacy servers. You're going to need 60 ground grain and 80 wool. Nuians, you will need to buy your combined feed from the livestock merchant. I know it is an unfair situation. It just is what it is. For the Mahadevi elephant cookies, you're going to need 100 chopped produce, and you're going to need 15 bananas. So just be advised, if you can start gathering some of that stuff in the wild as you go ahead and do that. Do's and don'ts of travel. These are important, guys. Do mind your hereafter stones. You're going to get 3, and then you're going to get 10 out of your day 1 box, and you're going to get 5 out of your day 2 box. That's starter chest. We do get that. We do have that on the 4.5 Fresh Start PTS. Do keep setting your recall. As you travel, move your recall with you. Especially think ahead about, can I walk 2 minutes in a direction out of my way to set my recall so that I can then teleport back or recall back and double back over a bunch of time? Now, I don't have a good example for this for the Nuians, but I will say for the Haranians, when you come into Mahadevi, come up here to the herb farm and set your recall right there. I'm going to talk about why you're going to be up here anyway as soon as you get into Mahadevi. But what that means is when you go into Solus, and then it's time to go into Villanelle, you're going to be able to just recall all this direction, save yourself a stone. Unfortunately, Nuians, I don't know your side well enough to know where you might have to double back into. But if you've played Nuian before, I'm sure you can figure out a place to be, oh, I want to go there. Once you're level 50, of course, the place you're going to want to sit your recall is in your capital cities of Ostera and Marianople, because you're going to spend most of your time there. Also, guys, might be a cool thing to do, like put in the massive multiplayer. If you're about to open a portal in one of the 2 cities until hereafter stones become, prevalent, throw out a shout, be like opening a portal to Yinister in the throne room. People might be able to piggyback on your portals. Just a nice thing to do. Know which zones exist. Realize that in Harania, Sunbite Wilds doesn't exist. In Nuia, the Rock and the Cradle do not exist. In Auroria, none of this part of what we consider Auroria exists. Reed Wind, Golden Runes, Whale Song, none of these places exist. Don't try to go there. I mean, you can go there, you'll just get ported out. Definitely don't go there if you have a trade pack on your back. You'll lose the trade pack. Don't run out of hereafter stones. They are 75 silver each. They take charcoal to make, so there's no way to get them other than the cash shop, unless you want to pay almost 75 silver is pretty significant. Don't forget to use recall. Don't try to go out of bounds. Do's and don'ts for leveling. Do start a family early. There is a buff that you get for 20% XP gain on labor expenditures. So let your labor build up, and then that's when you open up all of your coin purses, your crates, everything that's going to give you labor. You want to have that family going first. Do focus your labor on proficiencies. Figure out which couple of proficiencies you want to do and attack those. You might want to do the mining. There might be somebody in your guild who wants to do metalworking. So be like, hey, can I give you my iron ore? You smelt it, work out a cut. We had a lot of really good success with this in Paradox in the first ever launch. This helps somebody not have to use materials, and they get to do the leveling. So understand the importance of trees. For all you new players out there that are like, Jalan, what are you talking about? Come over here into proficiencies. when you look at rank details, when your ranks go up, you get more XP for the tasks you do. So you don't want to be the guy that chops down a couple of trees, mines a couple of nodes, fishes a few fish, and like never has a rank 1. The people who know how to level quickly and start making their labor work for them, they're the ones who know to just focus right into 1 proficiency. So just grind into that 1 proficiency, make that money work for you. Do keep your mount out while you're leveling. Your mount gets XP by traveling with you, and your mount gets XP as you kill things. Really important. You want to get those mount abilities up there as high as you can. I didn't put this on the list. When it comes to your mount, don't buy mount gear. You get it in like the day 3 or day 4 box for free. Gold is going to be a precious commodity. You can go like half a meter per second slower for a couple of days when you get the better free armor. Do get that battle pet ASAP. I did not know this change. Thank you to my viewers yesterday. You can get your battle pet right away, or you can get it when you're close. That's why I said, Haranians, when you come into Mahadevi, you're going to be coming in this way, and you're going to be here. The quest line's going to take you this way. Just go this way for 2 minutes. Set your recall at the herb farm. When you pop into Villanelle, you can get your battle pet right there. For the Nuians, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to come into Marianople through White Arden. Right here at Dawn Silver, right there, you can get your wolf. You can get your wolf pet. And then the wolf pet's going to actually do a lot of the leveling for you. Let's see. Don't waste your bonus XP items. Don't use your bonus XP items right at level 1 or level 2, because you're going to get a percentage of a low XP. Leveling to about level 30 is pretty quick. Right around level 20 is when you probably want to start burning those XP items, because that's where you want to try to get ahead of the pace. Quite literally, I can get to level 15 now. Having done it numerous times, I can get to level 15 in about 65, 70 minutes. And then that's where the grind starts. Don't vendor your green gear. Hold on to all your green gear. Crush it for Archeum. Archeum is going to be another thing that is, slow to come into the economy. We haven't had good testing rates on the crates on 4.5 fresh start yet. We don't know if there's going to be like a ninja nerf to the crates. Worst case scenario, you fill up your warehouse with this green stuff and it takes you 5 minutes to throw it all out if the crates are dropping Archeum well. When it comes time to upgrade your illustrious gear to magnificent, don't reseal illustrious gear. It's going to take a transmuter. Transmuters are going to take charcoal. That's just gold. You're going to have to get the earth mana leaves. So when I come in here and I do a transmuter, you're going to have to get 4 sturdy ingots and 20 earth mana leaves. All of these things combined early on the server is going to be almost the price of just buying the illustrious gear off the vendor, or even better, farm in Aurora and save yourself that gold. You can upgrade basic sealed illustrious, and that's how you get it from the vendor. So no need to waste a transmuter to increase it. Don't do that. That's waste of early gold. Talking about those battle pets, here you go. Juan's Ranch, Dawn Silver. Just wanted to give you guys a map in case you're like, Jalon, I don't know where you're talking about. Juan's Ranch, Dawn Silver, get your battle pet. More do's and don'ts. Talked about getting that battle pet, leaving your mount out. Do go to Mirage and upgrade your glider. If you get a Founder's glider or you're going to just buy a Cash Shop glider, you can ignore this. I'm going to show you the gliders in a second. Don't feel forced to overachieve every quest. It does not boost XP gain anymore. I know a lot of veterans are going to say, but Jalon, the best way to get XP is to overachieve. We've tested it. I've tested it. Numerous people have tested it. All it does is increase the amount of currency you get. And let's be honest, early on, you're talking about going from like 80 copper to 2 silver. You might want to just blitz through the quests, get ahead of the pack. And don't pull a Jalon. Don't do what I often do. Don't burn XP boosts just before you're going to have to AFK. be cognizant. If you're going to burn some XP boosts, make sure you're going to be able to grind for the duration of the buff. You don't want to waste those early buffs. The glider, real simple, guys. On the glider, it's literally a gold 75. Once you're going to get the experimental glider for free, and then it's literally just make the plans. Going to cost you 75 labor, and you can do this when you're level 15. I wouldn't run into Mirage and pick up each one. I would just wait till I was level 15. At the next portal I came across, I'd buy the 3 plans, get the glider. Again, if you have a Cash App glider or a Founder's Code glider, you're not going to need this. General gaming stuff, guys. I know this sounds kind of strange, but do make sure to get up and stretch every hour, even if it's just literally standing up at your desk. Do some calf raises, curl your toes. You don't want your legs getting cramped up. Do remember to hydrate. Between stretching and hydration, your brain will get oxygenated. If you've ever noticed when you do a marathon gaming session, you start to slow down. You know, if you go to your stairs or you go to the floor, do a couple of push-ups, do a couple of squats, get the blood going. And for all you long marathon gamers, shower. Please shower. Don't sit there for 12 straight hours never getting up. That's bad for your health. Don't drink 93 sodas. Your body needs water or tea or something with a high water content. So take care of your health too. I know a lot of you are going to want to be like, I want to be the very best, Fluffy. I want to be the first level 50. That's cool, but take care of your health. And that's it, guys. Those are your do's and don'ts of the Fresh Start server. Special thanks to my sponsors. Also, special thanks to all my other sponsors. I will get you guys all on the next slide. I'm going to put a big thank you in the comments below. But it is crunch time. Didn't have a chance to get all of my sponsors on the slide today. I'm going to be streaming tonight. I'm going to be streaming on Thursday and Friday, a fresh start. I'm going to have giveaway codes. Make sure to jump into Paradox 101 Live. And if you need anything, I'm on Discord, Jalon #8446. Enjoy 4.5, guys. I will see you on the Fresh Start server. Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? This video's up here to watch. You got to go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.